Good evening, this is Mark DeLordo with the Arduino Lab 2 with spaceship LED lights. First we'll look at my circuit. Similar to the other evening, we have the 5-volt and ground going from the Arduino to the breadboard, providing power and returning the ground. I have my switch hooked up to pin number 2 with the higher ohm resistor, and then it hooked up back to the power. I have the LED, the green LED, hooked up to pin 3 and a resistor carrying the current back to the breadboard. I have 2 red LED lights from pin 4 and pin 5, and they're all wired in the complete circuit like the diagram told us to do. As far as writing my code, I did have a little bit of a learning curve take effect trying to copy the book, and I had quite a lot of error messages which I then had to look up and figure out. So it was quite a lot of learning, and it did take me a little bit longer than the 45 minutes to complete it. It was all interesting. So we wrote the this is in the top. Started out writing the switch state with the 0 integer, because really we didn't use that in this lab. Then with the setup, we declared which pins would be inputs and outputs, and pin 2, our green LED, has the power, so that's the input, and the rest are all outputs. For the continuing function of the system, we told it if the switch is low, which means has no power, that pin 3, our green LED, would stay on, and pin 4 and 5 would remain off, and that is true. But they said if it's not true, which is the else, then it would be pin 3 and pin 4 off, the green and the first red, and pin 5 would be on, which the else indicates if the switch was compressed and it was excited or in a high. So, and then from there, pins 4 and 5 would have a delay, and they would switch repetitively after 250 milliseconds or a quarter of a second. So pin 4 and 5 will alternate lighting, and pin 3 will remain off. So when we press a button, that is what we see happening, and this will occur in a loop continuously. So I think that covers most of the ground, very much shorter than it took to complete, but that's okay.